Love is when you do something for someone and you don't expect something to be in return.
True, yeah. Boundaries, we don't expect to be in relationships. Like, you have your partner is here with you and they have to go through your phone. Like, is that a boundary you do? Okay, not like they're checking through your phone and doing other stuff, but you would definitely give her your phone to be like, oh babe, my password is this, help me call someone.
That's my person. Like, oh,
Well, I've been in a relationship before. Yeah, it took, I think, let me see, about 6 years. One relationship, yeah.
6 years. You don't know about.
Because at the end of the day, trust me, if there's to be something between my friend and my man, I'll be among the first people to notice. All the time.
You know, men lie.
Uh-huh. Men are liars.
No.
Men are liars. Hello, welcome to the second episode of Said and Done. This episode is going to be about lovers, liars, and lessons we have learned. This is your girl Arinda with Ante. Today we have a guest with us.
Anyime, my name is Jonathan Anyime. Yeah, and I'm here to talk about that today.
Love, lessons, and lies. Yeah, welcome. So, have you been in love before?
Yeah, of course. It would be a disaster to say I have it because an experience of a kind is one that I think everyone should have. I think she know that's really agree with me. So I have definitely been in love before. I hope you're not going to ask me how many times because that's so sad thing. Some people believe you only fall in love once.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
True.
well, and me I don't because I mean from what I define love as, you just can't fall in love just once because, I mean, you say you love your parents, right? Okay, you don't then make it fall in love with your parents. But like, if you had like a romantic relationship that just working for you, that means you like get into another relationship, it becomes like more, okay, like,
Something fresh.
yeah, something fresh. Like, the feeling of love can come just one of us.
So, so love to you is not a feeling,
Love,
it's a choice.
yeah, love is like a lot of things, and one of those is it's defined by like one, like how you feel, but also like you say, you definitely have to choose to love some. If you really like connect up.
So, Ampe, what is love to you? Hmm.
Love.
Yeah, what is love?
Well, I think there are different types of love. So I don't know what she's caused the love relationship from. Yeah, exactly. That romantic love. Okay. Then it should be romantic. Should have been my that's it.
In the first place, it must involve some bit of romance to it.
Yeah, so that's true.
So, is it a choice? Is it a feeling?
It's
you?
a feeling.
Yeah, okay.
So, some say it's a rational thing. Like there's this definition that I love so much that says love is when you do something for someone and you don't expect something to be in return.
True, yeah.
And like they are trying to define exactly, for me having a little bit of a Christian background, exactly what like Christ built and cross, right? And like that's the like purest, biggest form of love. Like you just do something, and for you to have to do something from someone without expecting in return, it's a choice you make.
Yeah.
It's a choice you make. Like you have to decide, and you're like,
You feel like
I'm going to choose to love this person, and I'm not going to expect anything from there.
you do without expecting.
Without expecting me.
Yeah, trick it. So, are you currently in a relationship?
Yeah. I'm currently choosing a friend of mine over many other friends.
Oh, that's nice.
I think it's a thing they call exclusivity. Yeah, when you have someone that you
So, you're exclusively choosing a friend over
not just a friend,
Bashinas.
a very very close friend. With some very beautiful relationship with a very beautiful maybe.
Of Oxyland, this beautiful.
Yeah.
So, Uh, do you have boundaries in your relationship?
Now, to be honest, the point of the topic of boundaries is like a little way broad for me. But if I was to like cut it down, maybe feeder, boundaries are like a must. Like they definitely have to be there.
Yeah, but then there's those boundaries we don't expect to be in relationships. Like you have your partner is here with you and they have to go through your phone. Like, is that a boundary you do? Okay, not like they're checking through your phone and doing other stuff, but you would definitely give her your phone to be like, oh babe, my password is this, help me call
She
someone.
knows my password. Like, oh,
And
I know the topic of whether people adults, whether if I'm dating Sheena, I'm allowed to know her password. That is quite one is one that many men wouldn't agree with.
well, I agree with that because
Even the ladies wouldn't have. Some ladies don't want anyone, beat anyone, to find out about what is private about him or what they are doing their phones.
well,
And it's not like she's cheating on you. It's not like she's hiding another relationship. But she's just protecting her space because that's just how she feels, or maybe that's how she was raised.
okay.
So it's really different for like people. But what I think is, before I started dating my girlfriend, uh, she mentioned something to me and say, Jonathan, as long as we can establish trust, as long as the trust is existent in a relationship, it doesn't matter whether I can view what is in your phone, because I don't even need to have to view your phone.
Yeah.
Like if I want to know anything, I ask you. So sort of establishing that trust is like a very big fundamental part of the entire relationship, because it has defined what a relationship has been like. I used to have issues when I started dating her for a number of reasons, maybe PTSD from previous relationships. But I used to have challenges with trusting her. Remember, there was a night, I'll use a story, and I'll tell it so people can learn from it. There was a night we were together, and then I mentioned something back to her that showed that I did trust her. And we sort of like quarreled about it as we moved back from that date. And we sort of like kept on. She was angry. Actually, we left her then because I mentioned what I said, and she was offended because it showed that I did trust. And that's it was said about something. And she was offended, and she was sad.
Yeah.
And while we're talking about like the whole topic, I came to realize I was just being insecure. I was not trusting enough. And that taught me from time to time and from other experiences that I need to trust, like fundamentally, because like she doesn't have to want to be in any phone. But if she wanted to, maybe to see my pictures from the last 7 days, she should be able to do that. And I'll let her do that. Because
Without excluding anything. Yeah.
without excluding anything. Well, of course, there are places she may not go. She might not know about my conversations, like parents. But also to establish trust, I always make sure that, for example, for close friends, like she knows I'm here. She knows I'm in Sheena. She knows about Sheena. Because these are people I'm going to meet often. If I call and I tell her I meet Sheena, she knows what Sheena looks like. She knows what my relationship with Sheena is defined as. And that helps her to like really be calm and like be confident. That way I'm like all is well. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Shina, this goes to you. How would you want your relationship? Would you want boundaries in your relationship with your partner, or my partner shouldn't go beyond this? Or you're free, you open doors, like if I'm in love with you, if I fall in love with you, you're no boundaries for us. This is mine, what is mine is yours, what is yours is mine.
Well, I think like how Jonathan mentioned, everything is just built on trust. If I trust you, I should not have the boundaries of, you know what, she's in my phone now. What is she checking? Yeah. What is she going to see? Then I'm insecure of maybe the chat I had with some other person.
Yeah.
Of, no, I think he will find out maybe. Yeah. I think it's just trust.
Yeah, so everything about this is trust. So you have to first trust someone to let them in.
Yeah, is don't let people that don't trust you or people that don't.
Or anyway, by the time you love someone, you will have gotten that trust. Yeah. And you wouldn't love someone you don't trust at the end of the day. So chin-ups. When telling us about your love life. My love life, yeah.
What should I talk about exactly? Like, if I'm in a relationship.
In a relationship, yes. If you have been in a relationship,
Oh, yeah.
how you have felt in relationship. Yeah, how she felt in the relationship. Yes.
See how she.
Well, I've been in a relationship before. Yeah, it took, I think, let me see, about 6 years. One relationship, yeah.
6 years. Is it the one I know about? Because
I don't know the answer now, but
How many have you been in? One. So that definitely.
at least if yeah, yeah, but well, the fact that it was about 6 years, I think it was it.
Yeah.
It was a relationship that I learned a lot from. It was a platform where I had to, discover some things about myself, some, how people act, how different people are. So, yeah.
So it was a smooth road.
I just want to be sure at some point there was a long distance mutual page. And maybe that's a topic that we might discuss also later.
Trust me, it's in here.
Did it have a long distance part of it at all?
Yeah.
And there are many people who have a lot of questions around how do you navigate a long distance relationship?
Okay.
I'm sure she has answers. Or maybe was the fact that it was a long distance relationship part of the factors that brought the relationship to an end?
Jonathan. Okay.
You don't answer me, but like,
Okay, just yeah.
Yeah, so that's for the distance. Yeah, that happened at some point. Things happened, work, and this person had to obviously,
Relocate.
relocate. And like I said, I think it was trust. We trusted each other. Phone call, I'll know what he's doing. He's in office, he's in what. So it was okay. I actually felt what I learned from that. I learned that I realized that when he was around in the same place, things were actually not so well. They were not so well like when he left. When we had now that distance, you get there, it was the lesson of now you have to learn to trust each other. Not here when like we're in Barra of here, this person is in maybe Red Corner, and I'll run maybe
What are you doing there?
what are you doing?
How does I know?
Yeah, how did I know that you're in this place? What? So that one, it was of either you have to stay or it's either you to trust me or not.
I just wanted to mention to that man that Sheena was faithful during those 6 years.
Oh, she was very faithful. Yeah, very, very. Yeah. Up until now.
Stuff. Yeah. But yeah, that's what I learned from it. And yeah, it ended. So apparently I'm not in a relationship.
So was the long distance relationship a little bit of better than when he was around?
Yeah.
Or it was a little bit straining because now fact that he had been here all the 5 years, I'm imagining the five, and then he left for the sixth. Yeah. So the fact that he had been around with you for the 5 years, wasn't it hard for you to adjust for that whole year when he left?
No, I had to.
Yeah.
I had to because, well, should I call it love? I had just to, adapt to it very fast. Yeah.
So that was a choice to make, to adapt to it.
Yeah, to actually show him that, nothing can change. Nothing has really changed. Even if
You're not
you're
here.
now not here with me, nothing has really changed. So I think that even made me like, it made us rebuild the bond.
The bond, yeah.
Yeah, it became stronger because you would want to be talking all the time. I will know what he's doing, where he is. Now he's going to sleep. Maybe I make a video call. Let's do video calls all the time. Yeah, and
That's fine. Now, about my thought with this topic of is it a feeling or is it a choice? When I feel it's a feeling, it's a feeling. You have to feel to love someone, but then it's the choices you make around them. It's my choice that I have to stay real to him. It is my choice to do this. It is my choice to talk to him. Like that, those are the choices you make. So I don't really think that the feeling is love is really a choice. Yeah, I feel like yeah, you when you love someone, you have to make the choices. But when the feeling is already there, so love is a feeling.
Yeah, yeah.
So it can never be a choice.
I mean, you can't take a feeling out of the story. You can't.
So it all starts with a feeling to bring in the choice. So yeah. Then a point of, have you been ever love bombed? The fact that you're in a relationship, have you been love bombed? Well, okay. What is love bombing?
Love bombing, eh? Love bombing is a thing where someone, I don't know how to talk about it because it's different for like ladies and the gentlemen. So for a gentleman, love bombing is when this girl just something like just shows you that she loves you like for like 4 days and like it hits and they're like there your presence,
Yeah.
calling you all the time, and then all of a sudden for no reason they withdraw.
Yeah.
Just get lost. And just for a judgment. But the ladies, I think love bombing, it also depends on what your love language is. What should be love
I feel like love languages, everything is a love language to me.
to you.
Yeah.
Okay, the whole idea of love languages was there are very many love languages, but the guy who did the research about love languages tried to like just classify them
Yeah.
so that when you can classify them, then you can sort of like learn them and like manipulate them or use the idea to like learn how to love and do love well. Yeah. So like if someone's love language is words of affirmation, they're primary. Like the one that speaks to them most is words of affirmation. And all of a sudden you just every time you dream them you're like complimenting they we're doing
Oh,
so they might
all the love languages are my love languages. Please, I want the act of affirmation. I want the physical touches. I want the time. Everything, please. What are you talking about? You want to show me love in all ways.
it's like a Dallas person. There are people. Okay, this is what I also define as a love language, right? Like this one thing, if they don't do, you won't understand that they lie. Let me give an example. There are people whom, if you love them in all the other 4 ways of touching, then no, sorry. You're giving them words of affirmation, you're giving quality time, you're giving acts of service, you're giving what's the other one? Yes. Everything you share it. If you never touch them, they'll never understand. If you never break that as prayer, they'll never understand that you actually love them. And there are people whom, if their primary love language is quality time, you're always, well, quality time is like sort of cost and the physical charge. So, but like if you're always giving them time, maybe phone calls, and you're always giving them time, you're giving them phone calls, you're like present all the time. If you feed their primary love language, they don't need gifts. You don't need you to tell them you love them.
But then also,
Think you love.
but then you realize someone might not love you, but just because they see that's what you want, they will attack you with that. If they feel like, oh, words of affirmation, it is easy to go on my phone and be like, oh, babe, this, or be like, oh, babe, I love you so much. You're it. Or be like, flowers. I mean, flowers. Just put it out. Oh, babe, I bought you flowers. But then there are those words you might not say just because you'll be like, oh, if I don't say it, if I say it, I might have crossed my line of love. Yeah. So reason why I would say all love languages should be love languages, because now if you know I am a touchy person, clingy person, all the time, I mean, touching you wouldn't affect you as long as you get what you want. Oh, just flowers, you'd be like, if I'm a gift person, you'd be like, oh, just shoes, duh, just buy shoes for the person. But then if all are involved, you'll be like, oh, you also think about what you would do for her. Be like, oh, my girl, let me just buy 5 flowers today. Oh, my girl. You randomly call her, be like, oh, babe, I think about you, I love you. And then also you'd be like, oh, babe, I saw this, I thought about you. You know, those are the green lights that act like acts of services. Like everything should be there. You shouldn't have to focus on one love language. I feel like all love languages are needed. Yes. Now, I struggle to look for my love language. Like, I feel like, oh, I need time with my man all the time. But then, yeah, we'll get time, we'll get a whole day and do together. But then after what? Yeah, what? I mean, it is nothing for him to sacrifice 1, 2 hours all day to be with you, get a free day and be with you. But then what after? But then when I say my love language is acts of service, oh, you would be there, you would be together. I mean, what does it kill for him to tie to knot your shoelaces? It wouldn't kill anything. But then if you're together and she knows nothing, like, oh, love languages, I would do everything for my girl, not specifying of flowers, gifts, and all. But then if it is everything on the table, like all love languages are there, I feel like that is way better. You don't have to specify the love languages of, oh, my baby is act of services. That mean you never give her flowers, meaning you never give her, you never physically touch her, meaning you never give her the words of affirmation.
Okay, the importance of like having a classification for the love languages is you don't want to be touching Shin and thinking because you're touching her she loves it and yet she feels irritated about.
That's why you have to talk to your girlfriend. If I don't,
The specific pains.
yeah, I'd be like, yeah, if you be like, oh, babe, I don't, yeah, me personally wouldn't love someone touching me. But if it's my man, I don't love people touching me, but if it's my man, I love it. And then, why am I refusing? At the end of the day, he's my man, yeah? So I feel like it wouldn't be a problem.
To offer all the love languages.
Yeah, like, yes, she doesn't love physical touch, but I mean, if you don't touch her, if you touch her, would it kill her? But then she'll feel like, oh, my man has touched me. Though I don't love it, but it is his love language has touched me. But I feel like all love language should be laid on the table for that.
Let me tell you a short story. There's a friend of mine. I'm very interested in friendships. There's a first we had intention choosing that you're going to become close friends. My primary love language is quality time. If you never spend time with me, I don't understand it that you love. Like, it's hard to explain it to you that you love me if you can't spend time with me.
So you would never manage a long distance.
Now, for a long distance, you definitely have to like have fun, or no, not all the time, but like as frequent as possible, like once a week, twice a week. But don't spend.
Twice a week.
Twice a week is very few.
Yeah.
It's very few. I'm like trying to compromise a little bit, but like minimum 3 times, like twice a week if you're on. But how busy can you be?
Not
And I'm you this spring and you don't come. Like, but I recently learned this friend of mine. Oh, I was about to mention her name.
you should. Lando.
Yeah. She doesn't do well with quality time. She just doesn't like being disturbed. In terms,
Loves her time.
she loves her time alone. She loves just the spaces she is in physically. So whereas I love to be calling all the time, and she's listened by that. And I had to know and from time to time that people are actually different.
Yeah.
Like people are totally like I couldn't imagine that someone calls me a close friend and they can't give me a lot of time. But then when I learned that that's not their love language, I compromised on it.
So I was going through social media and I saw ladies, ones who inspired us to start a podcast. Yeah. One of them was asked a question. Would you allow your friends to come home when your husband is home? Let's say you were married. Would you let your friends come home? Mostly, you know how your friends dress up, the most indecent ones, the mini skirt kind of.
Yeah.
Would you let your friends come home dressed like that?
When my parents are all,
No, your husband.
my husband,
Yeah,
I am now married.
you're now married.
well, I think I would. Oops. Because what if my husband does not, Well, I would allow that. It's okay.
Okay. Well, Not to say that my husband will be that kind, but and me as my opinion, I wouldn't let my friends come home when my husband is home. Ne? Like, hey, first of all, I wouldn't want my husband to be friends with my friends. Yeah. Yes, Shina is my friend. Yeah, period. He will know you. When it is necessary, you will meet up. But if it is not, why are you coming at my home unannounced?
And now, isn't that like being insecure?
Oh no, I'm
Yes, could be an music, but also
Security.
it's. I don't know. I have not found a lot of this being friends with my friends. But like,
exactly.
it's how you get issues of he dumped me for my best friend.
How? No, my how it told me. Exactly. It begins like that. Being free with your husband, being in your around your friends. Yes, I get at times we have to hang out with our friends and my boyfriend or husband at that time. But why if it is not necessary for us to meet as a group, why am I letting you in my friends with my husband?
It's not like he doesn't love you, but it's like you see when you're friends with, for example, Arinda, there are high chances you won't share a lot of things in common. And sometimes these are the very things this man loves about you. And maybe there is this one thing he probably didn't love about you, but Arina doesn't have it. As you're presenting an opportunity of your other self, sometimes they call, sometimes I use Aristotle's definition of what a friend is. You know, Aristotle, yeah, a friend is another son.
Yeah.
Yeah. So sometimes, so you're producing your man in an opportunity of you.
Of seeing your other side.
Oh.
That's
My thick side.
no, probably doesn't have some of the things he has started noticing that and it's very nice about pictures, he has painting videos.
Her other side can her other side can make you laugh. Well, me, I really don't know how to make people laugh, but she does. If not too, not too, but if she came into my man's presence and they laugh, I wouldn't like it. Yeah, I get. Yeah, I would love it. Actually, I would dearly love it. But then I have had I wouldn't also want to be friends with my husband. Yeah, I would respect them. If they came home to visit us, I would love that. I would take care of them, but I wouldn't be in them as their friend. And show, yes, I would show respect to them as my husband's friends. I would sit and laugh with them. But other than that, you never meet me with my husband's friends outside home when my husband is not around. But I'm sure, let's say I'm not around and I call my best friend, oh, babe, go home and help my husband do this. No, dear, forget about that. Never gonna happen. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think it's really rather true that okay, you see, it's not like human doesn't love you way.
They do, but they always do. Yeah, I'm trying to get it. They will love you, but it's something. There is also something about this other person. Yeah, there's also something about the other person. Even if it's not your friend, you would know you would actually leave me for another person who's not my friend. But there is something that they have that you don't have.
Yeah, and it's you know it's even worse for us men. Like if you have your friend, your boy, and then now you have your lady around, and you know
And there's
some ways are funny, eh? They start coming to plot with you. I mean, it could have happened to you before. You know, you're with your man and you go to like meet his
the
friend,
boy.
yeah, the boys, and then they're all being funny, they're all loving you. Sometimes it gets weird.
Yeah. And then now my friend comes home and okay, let's say she's invited, but yes, my husband is home and you're dressed indecently. Would that new head?
It's what you mean. And you say that you still kind of don't want, you still kind of want to introduce your friends to your man
Yeah.
so that he gets to know them. Because you don't want to tell your man that you're with Arinda and asks you who is it.
Who's Arinda?
No, of course he would know. Really, he would know. You'd know that Sheena is my friend.
Also need to spend time with you to know who you are.
Yeah, but then that's why I said when it is not necessary. Of course, when it is necessary, he will have to meet her. When it is necessary, he will have to talk to her. when it is necessary, they will have to meet up, like if it is inevitable, yeah. But if it is not necessary, why would they be meeting up?
My man's friend.
Why would I chap when it's not necessary?
Shina, we have seen girls, we have seen also men who go behind their men, like their friends' men, and come to you, talk to you. Oh, Shina, you're nice, yeah, I like ya. And they will come also, they will also come behind them and will be like, oh, he was cheating on you. But I would come behind and say like, oh, Sheila did this, like not in a bad way. I would jokingly say it out loud of, oh, Sheila did that. Yeah. And now it would negatively impact your man, like, oh, I didn't know. Like, oh, who is that? Who was she with? Yeah. Not those negative things. They would, some would do them intentionally, some would do them not
So
intentionally, but
it's more of my man should know my friends, but there should be that, boundary.
yeah. Just like how I talk about, yeah, and you've never talked to him, you have never met him, but yes, would talk and laugh and be like, oh, he did this, but you know him. So when I'm with him, I will also be like, oh, she did this, and we'll also laugh about it, but he has never met you. But if it comes to like a point of you guys meeting up, you'll be like, oh, this is my friend Shina, this is my boyfriend, this and this, and that's then. But these things of meeting up, oh hell no. Aha. Okay. You sound like you'd love me to meet your man. You would if you wanted.
I mean, me, I would.
You would, yeah. But then
Just
me,
about like having a boundary because
yeah, me as your friend too, I wouldn't want to. You also remember when you were in that relationship of yours. I knew about you, he knew about me, but we had never met in person. I would respect that of like, oh, if I met him in person, I'd be like, oh, hi. And you'd also be like, hi. But the thing of us meeting and talking about you, or if you got problems and he got a scenario, I had my friend, I got close to his boyfriend in a very good way of, oh, she's my best friend and you are a boyfriend. So whenever they would get trouble, he would call me of, Arinda, your friend this, your friend this. I would go and ask the girl, why are you doing this to your boyfriend? And now the girl would go back to the boyfriend and it would add in more fire to the relationship. At the end of the day, the girl said, oh, you want my boyfriend, that's why. I wouldn't want that. I mean,
after my man.
I'm after his man. Yet his man was calling me of, oh, talk to your friend. Try in a good of, I'm hurt. Talk to your friend to do this. Talk to your friend to do that. But at the end of the day, the girl said,
You are the man.
yeah. So now even if you got a family problem, I'd be like, girl, sit, get therapy, talk to your man and sort out your issues. Or go into your family and I wouldn't come in. I would advise you as your friend, do this, do that, but I wouldn't come in to solve your problems.
And also, from where you began on bringing your friends to your man's house, just imagine you bring them to your man's house and maybe there's a party and then, people are happy or some are not really very sober. They dance together somehow with your friends. That's your man. That's with your friends.
So
And then you see it and okay, probably the party ends there. Then but it tells you, it's just have a it's one of that.
and men usually be like, it was just us dancing. But that's how things start.
And sometimes it's strange. Sometimes he might even claim that he's trying to show you that,
He's free with the friends.
yeah.
But I think it's also according to the friends that we have. Then also, okay, like to me, I don't think I would have such a man who does. I would have my flingy man because he knows he cannot do that.
But when even my friend, a scenario of, your friends, well, we have seen your friends.
And she's like, I can dance with your friends because I know you trust them.
Yeah, and I know you trust.
My man cannot do that.
Yeah, of course, not that my man would do that, but like we're just living a light ample. Yeah,
That's like a quality I'll look up to.
But you would never know if they've never met still either way. You would never know if your man would do that.
Well, I think everything starts from who is this man? What did I consider? Not just loving him and
Now,
but I would look at certain things before getting my man. Yeah.
Yeah, I love my men proud. I really don't like men who are over into people's businesses. I love my men who are so
Reserve.
reserved.
The reserve.
It's like, yeah,
So
yeah, they're not so talkative. But then let's say you have a party, and me as your friend, I'm not so much into people, so I would just sit here. And now your man will see me and will be like, and you're busy. The man will be like, Ati now, friend Washina, now she's looking like she's not happy here. And now let me just go and engage her yeah, to make her feel at home because she's your friend. So that's how he comes in, and that's how you see us of, when did it start? Like, yeah. And then you'd be like, okay, yeah, you leave it there. But then to still, I'm sure it will come in of since when, like.
I think we have different perspectives because honestly, if I came, well, this is a party in my house. I find my man with arena, like, that would be something that I would look at and be like, oh, what is happening here? It will actually cross my mind, but
Exactly. That is the point of, yes, I would be happy. If my man said to talk to you, I would definitely be happy. But of course, it will cross my mind. Yes, I trust you and I trust you. And be like, oh, okay. That is the beginning. Okay, is the beginning. The way you said it will cross your mind and you'll be like, oh, okay, since when? That is the beginning. Yes, you trust your man. Those are the little things that start.
because ati yarohoenka tukwe.
Yeah.
She was literally very lonely because maybe I'm somewhere busy trying to,
And let's say you also have other friends around, but they are all in cocoons, and now this is so reserved, and I would just sit and look at people and have my soda and just.
I really don't think I would have a problem with that. Because at the end of the day, trust me, if there's to be something between my friend and my man, I'll be among the first people to notice. Well, because this is the man that I'll be with like all the time.
men lie.
Men are liars. No. Men are liars. When I'm talking about men are liars,
I'll not mania ask him, no. I'll just find out on my own without me ask.
at the end of the day, girls usually find out.
Wait, no, guys, let me tell you about a scenario. It's a time I went to my man's place. I found certain shoes, a normal shoe, and it was a new shoe of, even if I met some other person, they can have the same shoe. But the day I met that girl, I told you, I was like, this is the shoe. And that was the person. That was the shoe I saw at his place.
But then there's also being careful. Yeah, if I decided to date with your man, I will be careful because I know where you will be.
Or you will even come, you leave your scent, I'll follow that scent, and I know it was this person.
You find out, but then
Yeah, it will end your relationship with your friend, with your man, and that is what you're
So
fighting.
a lesson.
It is a lesson, but then it could have could have been stopped. It could have been prevented. Yeah, exactly. That's the whole point. Because why am I losing my friend I met before I met my man? Just because of a man. So instead, I would prevent it. Like, yes, we are humans. You can be tempted, not that you wanted to, but it so happened, and you couldn't be stopped. It couldn't be stopped. So I would rather not you come in my home and okay, yes, even announce, but I would rather not let you come in when my husband is there. Yes, you're always welcome. You're welcome in my home. My home is always your home, but not with my man.
like when he's usually tells me my friends are not your friends.
Exactly. Or my friends, my man's friends, I wouldn't want. Yes, they are welcome home. Whenever they come, yes, they are welcome, but we're not friends. I wouldn't want to get close to them in that way of, when you're not around and you be like, let's say you're my man's friend and we are that close, we're not around, I will call you, we should hang out. What are we talking about? Exactly. What are we talking about when my man is not here? I wouldn't want that.
Just before you know it, your bestie, your money bestie chick.
Exactly. And now you bring him into that problem. And now when he's consoling your man, he comes and consoles you, and it ends up, you know how men console people. Hey. It always ends up somehow.
No, but yeah, she'd also hold the point to say your man should know your friends, but like, they're really
Yeah, of course. That's be a boss.
So now I'm telling you, yes, my man would definitely know you, but with a boundary. He knows you, but
But one of the boundaries is you don't come to our house.
exactly.
But if we have a function,
If you
That is the necessary, like when it is necessary, that is the exception of heart. Yeah.
oh, that is right.
So this is going to come in as a question. Also for the audience, who if you're watching, you would also comment and let us know because we would want to read your comments one of these days. So should you or should you not teach someone how to love you?
should you
They should go first.
I think my favorite song is J. Cole's Pretty Little Cares. And in that song he mentions one of the lines that hit me so is this thing where people get to go together and fight in each other. And I believe it takes even I think I've always told myself, like even our parents are still learning things about each other. Because they are ever changing. And that keeps the relationship exciting. Like because you know and you're aware that someone is from time to time going to grow and go through different seasons of their lives. Because if this is someone you really love and want to take home, they're probably going to get to a point when they'll, be pregnant to give birth to children. They're probably going to want to advance in the career, go for a master's and etc. And through those different seasons, you're definitely going to be different people. And through those different seasons, they are going to be they're going to have a need to be loved in ways that were different from when you loved them in the facilitating period. So it's definitely a thing, and I think it should be a practice that people you love really do like often, not just at a certain phase of their relationship. That since we are just beginning out, so we are going to learn each other aggressively and get to a point when we think we know everything about each other, and you're comfortable with what comes to that, like what like you want to get to a point where you're sure who exactly Sheena is, but then you forget that Sheena is ever changing. She's learning new things every day, and the other day, and her different self, her new personality deserves a different kind of love. It deserves a different kind of affection that was not there before. So I believe really you learn through how to love someone, you learn through the relationship. And I think that's the beauty of having the relationship to grow and try. When I'm actively learning about you and you're actively learning about me.
So we have to teach ourselves to love ourselves. Yeah, sure. What's your thought, Shidna? That's a sin. That's yeah. Rather than talking to someone and they said you have to know, like, to love me. Well, you don't know. They're humans. They also have emotions. How will they read your mind?
Oh, like I can't. Yes, exactly. Like I'm not.
Oh well,
It's a magician.
I used to feel like she should know what I want. So this current guy that I'm sort of seeing, he's not always like, babe, I won't read your mind. I don't know. Like we're just starting. I don't know. We literally are trying to learn each other. If you don't tell me how to love you,
What?
if you don't teach me, if you don't let me in on how to love you, how will I know? Me as me, I will maybe think that's how you want it because you're not telling me, and there you go pissed. Yeah, and that's how fights come in. But from the time I learned how to, to let him in on and speak out of, if he has pissed me off, I'll be like, oh, niece, yes, we are still learning each other, but the fact that I now know you have to teach someone, you'll be like, if you don't like something, he's not going to dream about it. For example, if I don't like you being on phone when I'm with you, you're not going to just be pissed out to, yeah.
Most people that has be communicate.
Exactly. You have to communicate to someone, yeah. You have to communicate to someone. So it was hard, but I learned. So they're also humans. Yeah. I'm proud that he taught me that.
And you get painfully, some people say,
Yeah.
why don't you know this about me? All my friends know this.
Your friends have been with you all your life. And your friends, the funny part, people always compare friendship with romantic relationships, but you talk to your friends. I'll be there and I'll say, oh, I don't eat this, I don't like that. But then you expect your man to know that out of the blue, and yet you've not talked about it. How will he know? he will never know. So you just have to communicate it in. Yeah. Yeah.
Let them know. You fill them in.
Yeah, you have to fill someone in. Truth though, yeah. The topic was a little bit so deep and nice and laughable. I didn't even get to introduce you to our guest. So, who is this gentleman?
Yeah. Me, I'm Jonathan Ayene. I'm a pharmacist and I'm a Christian man. I already introduced myself. I think that videos that I'm dating a very rich people lately. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm in a relationship. So I'm not type of grabs. But yeah. What else about me? I love love. Yeah, because I believe one of humans most like one of those beautiful things about one of the most interesting things about being human is having to connect with fellow humans and like having to love people.
So, you're such a lover boy.
Lover boy? Well, depending on what you define lover boy.
You just said you love love.
I love love. So lover boy, yeah, maybe that, yeah. Many people define lover boy as many things. Some people say lover boys are cheats.
I don't think so.
Yeah, some people think of lover boys to be.
Is it true? Is it true?
People would tell us, yes, people would think lover boys are the people who do like love everyone, like
Oh, no.
love this and
Yeah, I feel like a lover boy is someone who focuses on one person and they love them, right?
yeah, that's the definition. I mean, yes. I don't know what Shina defines lover boys as.
Oh, I think a lover boy, I'll define it as someone who flirts a lot.
But then they flirt with someone very dignified. I feel like they flirt with someone they are with.
They are with also, it won't be so much different from even this other person. So
I feel like anyway, according to Sheena, I feel like it's both ways because I mean, if you're a lover boy, you would literally
There's a bit laughing about that.
exactly.
I wear that shoe, but no entire shoe, yeah? No entire shoe because whereas I laughing about love, I love to laugh. But I also mentioned when I was talking about my girlfriend that I'm very exclusive with her. So it's like there are things I tell her that I definitely won't tell you. So, but I also didn't want to wear the shoes of the lover boy. You know, a lover boy, you know, a lover boys who Ngapo he's like not there with
They took it to the next level.
he's like not there with many women and they
so they have a child.
that's it. So they know what
Oh my days.
my girlfriend is probably going to with this video. Like don't take have that.
He's only yours. I mean, take him, take you.
So yeah. Yeah. But make it chat, but
No, well.
yeah. It's painful as an individual, but that's part pain.
Oh, story for another time. Story for another time. The fact that he's a chat boy, it is going to be a long story. Yeah. Well, thank you. Thank you for being with us on this episode. I hope you love it. I hope you enjoyed me with Ampe. I hope you enjoyed game. And sit, watch, share, like, comment. We need you. We need to read your comments, guys. Give us your thoughts about love, lies, and less wines. We need to. And also, if you haven't yet followed us on our social media platforms, we have our TikTok said and done, YouTube, subscribe, like, comment. We are rushed. We want to get to 1K. We're almost halfway, and that's because you guys loved us in our first episode, and we really, really appreciate that. Thank you for watching, and thank you for listening. It has been said and done with Arenda and